A weekly political update. Joining us from Victoria, political analyst Michael Geoghegan. Michael, good to see you.
Good to see you.
So some fireworks around the Commonwealth summit. Is that something that was expected?
Yeah, it was, and I think that Prime Minister Stephen Harper had gotten the ball rolling by boycotting the summit. I know there was another Prime Minister of a Commonwealth nation that also decided not to go, and in fact, the Prime Minister of India sent their foreign minister instead of sending their Prime Minister. And I think it really gave the boost in terms of British Prime Minister David Cameron bringing up this issue about, what happened during that civil war and the atrocities that were committed.
Looking at domestic affairs now, the premiers were meeting in Toronto on Friday. They sat around the table, tried to come up with some sort of plan to get Canadians to save more. Why so much difficulty?
Demographics. We have a rapidly aging population. There are not enough young people in good paying jobs who are going to be able to support not just their own parents, but, the fact that there's going to be a higher and higher percentage of senior citizens in our nation. So it's a demographic time bomb. In some ways, it's already too late, but anything we can do at this point will make the situation less extreme.
Now, which government wants to be the one that says, yeah, I put up CPP premiums, your paycheck got smaller?
Exactly. That's a big part of the conundrum. I mean, back, if we're looking 50 years ago, a lot of people had very steady jobs. They had really generous pension plans. Now, outside of public sector work, I mean, the government's sort of the last refuge of the generous pension scheme. Most people have some RSPs. Most people don't have a lot of RSPs, certainly not enough to sustain them. And so the reality for many Canadians is their retirement is going to be consisting of, working, doing some kind of job somewhere as long as they're physically able to.
Michael, it is absolutely great that you're in Victoria because it gives me a chance to ask you, what is Victoria saying about Rob Ford?
Well, Victoria, we have our own situation here where we're the population of 400,000 people with 13 different municipal governments. So we have our own special little municipal gong show here, but certainly nothing that's got the kind of international attention that your mayor has. But, the thing is as amusing as it all is, I mean, it is a bit of a personal tragedy. And obviously, if I'd been advising the mayor, as many others would have, I think the strategy would have been take an absence of a couple of weeks, go to rehab, get therapy, what have you, and then come back. If you want to fight and stay on and represent the so-called Ford Nation, that would have been a much more tenable position than just simply brazening it out. Because if he had taken a break and then come back and then been subjected to attack, he would have looked more like the victim rather than someone who was just simply not caring.
Michael, thank you very much and have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.